What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan 1 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at something I didn't think I would find again. I mean, I found the entire wave of this, but then I didn't find this dude for like another month. I didn't think I'd find him again, but my hope and faith has been restored. So, here we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection G2 Universe Shadowstrip. And this is basically just a repaint of the Legacy drag strip. And I think, once again, Hasbro, you're not going to out of the park with some of these repaints here. But my question is why did you feel it was necessary to only do it to one particular line? That's my only question. It's my only question. Just my only one. Now, we're going to move this guy off to the side here really quick, and we're going to take a look at the packaging. So, the packaging here is pretty cool. I like this image here. This image here just screams G2. But it doesn't scream this character. It screams... Oh, what's the word? Or not, what's the character? Criminy, I can't remember his name. Anyways, he was a repaint of Jazz. He was black and gold. I can't remember what his name was, but he looked something similar to this. So, on the back of the packaging, you got your figure here and all that stuff. Really interesting looking picture, but okay. On the side here, you get a close-up of his face. Hi there. So, yeah, I think it's pretty neat. So, box now going off to the side. And we can bring this guy in for another look. And once again, I think this figure is really, really beautiful. Now, in terms of accessories here, you do have these two guns, and one thing that bugs me about these guns is they do connect. However, before we do that, I want to go over a positive about these guns. I like the way these are painted. Like, seriously, some effort went into this. Like, I mean, well, okay, maybe not effort, but I mean, they painted these. That's the nice part about them, is that they're painted. So, ignore that. Ignore that again. But what you can do with these two guns is they do tab together, port tabs. They just kind of slide right on with each other. And if I'm not mistaken, you're supposed to take these, if it was the G1 version or something. I can't remember which version of drag strip it was, but they plugged into under the top here, and they like shot, it was weird, but and as you saw previously, to store them in vehicle mode, you can only store them on these two ports right here. It's all you can do, be all you can be, do all you can do, be all you can be. So, alright, now we're going to remove the weapons. We're going to leave the cool looking drag racing car here for a moment, and we're going to get into some scale comparisons. Now we're going to compare him with an F1 car. Yes, we're going to compare him with his Wavemate Crasher, Decepticon GoBot Crasher from the Legacy line, which honestly, still amazed we got this figure. So, and here he is next to Diaclone Burnout. Here he is next to our previous review. Here he is next to Legacy Evolution's Bombshell. Here he is next to Generation Select's G2 Ramjet. You can get them G2 bros up in that photo here. And because I don't feel like wasting time here he is next to Override and Cosmos. You can kind of see where I'm going with the scale comparison bit here. So, alright, now that we've done that, we can take a look at one feature that is pretty widely common and widely known. you do know this is, everybody knows this is a repaint of Legacy Dragstrip. I mean, it's pretty obvious due to this little bit here that's like hanging on by like my will to live. But to activate, the way to combine him is you basically, there's a little notch right here. You're going to push that in, and that's just going to basically lift this whole piece up. And when you get him into Menasor mode, or when you would get him into Menasor mode, it would basically look like this with his arm. I don't have Menasor, nor do I care to get one, so yeah. But that's how you get him into combine mode, and to do the exact same thing to get him back into car mode, you just push it right into the slot that's in the back here. So, yeah. Alright, now that we've done that, let's get into transformation. So to transform him, it's pretty simple. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take these pieces here, and you're going to bring them all the way down and back like so. These would do the same thing with the other wheel, and basically like that. Now comes the fun part. We're going to come to this back section here. We're going to literally undo the top, bring it up, then that will expose this bottom panel. Then you're going to bring all of these this up, make sure this comes all the way back, and then make sure these tab into place. Take the tail piece, bring it down, split it there, rotate it at the waist. And there you have the legs all done. Now let's do the top half of him. Do the top half. It's slightly simple, I guess. I mean, I don't want to say simple because to me it's slightly simple, but to somebody else it might not be. So I'm going to take this front piece here, and you're going to bring it up, and you're going to rotate it like that till you hear it kind of just thoop into place. Keep this piece all the way down for now. Then you're going to take these black sections, you're going to untab them, which will thus bring the arm section out just a little bit and upwards. Then you're going to bring this whole thing back when you rotate it, and do the same thing on the other side. Rotate it all the way around, brings the arm around, and then you're going to come to these two sections here. You're going to grab them and split them down the middle like so. Then you're going to bring them all the way down, and it looks better on the back here. You see these shoulder pieces, you're going to shimmy them, and you're going to make sure that they just line up with these pieces here. So we want all this to look like that. So we're on the home stretch here. Flip up the head, rotate these shoulder pieces inward. Make sure that's all good to go. And this is on a double hinge, so on the first hinge, bring it all the way down. On the second hinge, close it up. Like so, and make sure all tabs into place just nicely. Okay, it was supposed to do that, but it didn't do that before. So make sure this whole thing is flush before you do anything. So once again, you should never take my reviews at full value before anything happens. And then we're going to give him his guns. And here you have Generation 2 Shadowstrip in his robot mode. If I can get him to stand straight. There we go. You stay straight. There we go. There you have him in his robot mode. And he, oh my goodness. Honestly, Hasbro, why were you sitting on these designs here? And why were you sitting on these repaints? And why were you sitting on them just basically like waiting for all of us to just almost forget that these characters existed? That bothers me just a little bit, Hasbro. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And the only reason I say a little bit is because this is a beautiful figure. I mean, look at this. Like, you got the gold. It's so easy. It's so nice to see how something so simple can be and so beautiful at the same time. So, like, there's gold here, the blue for the face, the red eyes, or the blue head, the red face, the blue guns. Literally, this guy has a grand total of about 3 to 4 colors on him, and all of them pop. It all looks beautiful. And same thing goes for his wave mate, Crasher. Like, I mean, seriously. Like, Crasher has, what, 3, 4? Okay, maybe 5. Five different colors of paint on her. And it's look at this. Okay, 6 different colors of paint. But still, minimalist on paint. And it looks amazing. So, now, as I've already stated previously, obviously things do get a slight demerit because they are repaints. And yes, while I do praise some of these repaints, and recently I've been praising them because they've just been beautifully done, I'm going to give this a half a point demerit only for being the repaint. And I'm only going to invoke this now only if it's a figure that is worthy and acceptable of the repaint. Like, for example, if you're gonna just shove another air razor at me, don't do it. Like, I just can't do it. So, anywho, this is Tom. Oh, wait, before I do that, I gotta rank this thing. I'm gonna rank it an 8.4. 8.4 is where it ranks. It ranks that because the simple colors, maybe not simple transformation, but simpler transformation, the combiner aspect, everything of that nature is what it has going for it. And somebody could make themselves a weird looking G2 Devastator if they wanted to, with the G2 breakdown and this guy along with a couple other characters. I don't know if they could repaint a couple of the other Menasor characters, but I don't know. But basically 8.4, and that's basically where he stands. So, anywho, this is Thomas Fano 1 saying, don't forget to check out Planet Toys, our sponsor for today, and if you use the code NOEL23, you will get 20% off your entire order. Oh gosh, that's right, your entire order, 20% off, if you use the code NOEL23 at checkout. So, this is Thomas Fano 1 saying, don't forget to check out Optination Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Riveted Reviews, Patrick with the Y, Jordy's Rail Videos, iStar552, Bravely GG, and Take Along Productions, as I know they all do some amazing work. And this is Thomas Fano 1 saying, don't forget to keep playing with your toys. Don't forget it. Goodbye.